Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And to all my brothers out here preaching this truth, to you I say Shalom. This is a Montazar from the Chicago camp coming back at you again with another lesson entitled, This is Why Captain Crunch Goes Off. All right, so I'm just coming back from Omaha, Nebraska. I got a chance to fellowship with the Akim out there. Had a beautiful time. The water to the brothers out there. And while I was out there, I did a lesson, all right, with the brothers because once again, Captain Tazariot is in front of the camera, which he always is, doing an interview, and he was led into a snare. Okay, someone posed questions to him about ICE. All right. And would he intervene? Okay. All right. And so in his reply, all right, he was stating that he would intervene. But in the lesson, I'm gonna drop it on this channel. But in the lesson, okay, we proved through the scripture that all these powers, all right, are the powers that be are ordained by the Lord. So you would actually be going against the Lord, okay, by trying to intervene. Okay. This judgment has to play out. The Lord's wrath has to play out. All right. The scripture says, "Be ye afraid of the sword." Okay, because it says, because by the sword you know there's a judgment. All right, you can't get in the way of the Lord's judgment. All right, but this goes back to the fact that he has partial truth. He doesn't have 100% truth. Why? Because he's not submitting himself to the true elders of Israel. Okay. So because he's not submitted unto the true elders of Israel, he's got partial truth. And so you hear error in his doctrine. All right, Revelation, the 14th chapter, calls it guile, dolos. He's got error in his doctrine. This is Amos 3 and 7. It says, "Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets." All right, so this is Ephesians 4 and 11. It says, "And he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers." For what? For the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Hamashiach, till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of the Most High, unto a perfect man. Okay? And that perfect goes into being complete. Unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Hamashiach, that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. But speaking the truth in love may grow up in him in all things, which is the head, even of Mashiach. And that's what happened. The man he's always on fucking TV, always on fucking video, on a fucking camera. All right. And so he got caught up. His doctrine is wrong. All right. He's talking about carnality. We got to wait upon the Lord. Okay. This is Matthew 3 and 13. Then cometh Yahushua from Galilee to Jordan unto John, to be baptized of him. But John forbade him, saying, I have need to be baptized of thee, and comest thou to me? And Yahushua answered and said unto him, Suffer it to be so now, for thus it becometh us to fulfill all righteousness. Then he suffered him. And Yahushua, when he was baptized, went up straightway out of the water, and lo, the heavens were opened up unto him. And he saw the Spirit of the Most High descending like a dove and lighting upon him. And lo, a voice from heaven saying, This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. So here you have John the Baptist doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. Okay? Baptizing Yahushua. All right? And the Spirit of the Lord descended like a dove, and the voice came. said, this is my beloved son in whom I am well pleased. All right. So John the Baptist doing exactly what he was supposed to be doing. And the Lord was pleased with it. All right. And here is the scriptures to prove it. Now, what you had, okay, what Captain Tazariak and ISUPK talking about John the Baptist fell out of truth, all because of what? The prophets did not know what we know today. They couldn't see what we see today. They didn't know that the time of the Gentiles would be lasting over 2,000 years. They didn't know all of these reincarnations we would have to go through. Okay? They didn't understand those things. All they knew from the scriptures, they were expecting a kingdom here on this earth. And the kingdom is going to be on this earth. They just didn't know when. Okay? So if you have a man that's in jail, okay, and his life is about to be taken from him, all right, and he knows that he was the forerunner of the king, and he's in jail, about to die. He's like, come on, king, get your kingdom together so you can get me up out of here. Okay? That's what any natural man would do. Okay? Any man would do that. Okay? You're gonna ask, if you believe that Yahweh Shai is the king, you waiting for his kingdom to come so you can get out of here. Okay? So you can get out of this trouble. Same thing with the disciples. Okay? When Yahweh Shai rose again, okay, the first thing they asked him is, Lord, at this time will thou restore again to the kingdom of Israel? Okay, so our hope, okay, and faith, okay, is in a kingdom that's going to be established here on this earth. So no, he wasn't wrong for thinking that way. This is Matthew 11:7. And as they departed, Yahushua began to say unto the multitudes concerning John, what went ye out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaken with the wind? But what went ye out for to see? A man clothed in soft raiment? All right, so John the Baptist wasn't a pushover, right? And he wasn't out here wearing, sharp clothes. It says, behold, they that wear soft clothing are in kings' houses. But what went ye out for to see? A prophet? Yea, I say unto you, and more than a prophet. For this is he of whom it is written, behold, I send my messenger before thy face, which shall prepare thy way before thee. Verily I say unto you, among them that are born of women, there have not risen a greater than John the Baptist. Notwithstanding, he that is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. Okay? So the Lord said that there was not a prophet greater than John the Baptist. All right? So no, he didn't fall out of the truth. His expectation, okay? His expectation, he didn't have the full revelation that we have. Okay? Thousands of years later. Okay? This is Matthew 11:2. Now, when John had heard in the prison the works of Hamashiach, he sent two of his disciples and said unto him, art thou he that should come, or do we look for another? Yahushua answered and said unto them, go and show John again those things which ye do hear and see. The blind receive their sight, and the lame walk. The lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear. The dead are raised, and the poor have the gospel preached to them. You see? So, yes, some of the things were being fulfilled in Scripture, okay? But the timeline, no one knew about the timeline. This is Acts 1:6, further proof. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? So they were looking for, as I said before, the earthly kingdom. All right? And guess what? We looking for the earthly kingdom. The difference between us and them is we had a chance. The seals off this Bible are broken, and we're able to see the prophecies, and we're able to see the past and everything that was written aforetime for our learning. We know today. We see the prophecies. We see the MOTB. We see the chariots. Okay, we see it. We see it coming around the corner. All right, it's coming right around the corner. We're watching Babylon circle the drain. So it's here. We see it. Okay. So we're standing on the shoulders of the previous men who did not know it would take all these regenerations. Okay, which the Christian church don't know anything about. These reincarnations. And in closing, this is Revelation 10 and 11. And he said unto me, all right, talking to John the Revelator, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. You see, this right here, this understanding, all right, is what you have to have. If you had this understanding, you would never think that John the Baptist fell out the truth. All right. So I pray that this lesson has been edifying. This is why Captain Crunch goes off. Until the next one, Shalom.